Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Dr. Prerna Bhautik, Assistant Professor at AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. Today we are going to discuss about the layout of housekeeping department. Learning objective. The learning objective for today's session is to understand the different layouts of housekeeping department, various sections of housekeeping department, and functions of various sections of housekeeping department. Let us understand the layout of the department. The layout of the housekeeping department is the physical demarcation of areas in the department. When the layout is well planned, it enables the smooth functioning of the department. The layout is dependent on the size of the hotel as well as physical space restrictions. Normally, the layout is decided by the executive housekeeper at the facility planning stage in setting up the hotel. The following factors are taken into consideration when deciding on the area and layout. The factors are total number of guest rooms in the hotel, number of functional rooms and number of food and beverage outlets in the hotel, amount of manpower required to clean the entire organization, volume of business anticipated, number of job contracted, the number of job which are given on contract basis, and flow of traffic, people and equipments. Like I said, the layout of the department is depend on the size of the hotel. So this is the layout of small hotel. You can see in this layout, the layout is really very small. Executive housekeeper cabin, the secretary cabin, HK control room, HK storeroom, that is housekeeping store, upholstery and furniture room where you can store the upholstery and extra furniture, flower arrangement room, a corridor which is given in between these two sections, linen store room, tailor room, linen and uniform room, laundry space where in-house laundry, and these are the table where employee exchange counter is there. Employee can exchange their uniform from this counter. HK laundry exchange room where this is the counter which you can use for the HK linen to the laundry. Here is the layout of housekeeping department in a large hotel. In this layout, you can easily compare the space, the area and few more added sections also added in the large organization for the housekeeping department. In this entire area, housekeeping supply storeroom, housekeeping control room, lost and found room, assistant executive housekeeper cabin, swing room, linen store, linen exchange counter, linen and uniform room, a bigger space for laundry, corridor space, florist room, horticulturist equipment store, heavy equipment and furniture storeroom. Let's see the functions of various sections in housekeeping department. Executive housekeeper cabin. Executive housekeeper cabin. The executive housekeeper should have an independent cabin since it is the administrative center of the department. A glass paneled office with blinds to provide privacy at time, such as when meetings are conducted and confidential issues are discussed, is most appropriate. The cabin should have one entrance come exit door where entry is controlled by the secretary. Ample build-up shelves and cupboards with lock should be provided to store files and records. The next one is assistant housekeeper. A smaller cabin should be provided for the assistant housekeeper, preceding the executive housekeeper cabin. Storage area for documents essentials in the assistant housekeeper cabin. Desk control room. This is the communication hub of the housekeeping department, and this desk is manned 24 hours a day. It should normally adjoining the executive housekeeper cabin, as this is the point where all staff report their duty and sign out at the end of the shift. It should have a large notice board to pin up information for staff. It should have also more than one telephone connection as well as store shelf for register and files. Next is linen room. Linen and uniform room. This room where the linen in circulation is stored for issue when received for the laundry. The room also stocks the uniform in current use. It should be situated next to the laundry. The room should be large, secure, airy, and free from humidity. There should be adequate shelves and rack to stock all linen and hanging facilities for uniform. It should have a counter across which exchange can take place. Large hotels prefer to have a separate uniform room and dedicated linen room since the uniform workforce is large. Only authorized person working in the linen room should be permitted to enter. Next one, linen uniform storeroom. This room store stock of new linen and uniform. It also stock fabric and material for soft furnishing, linen and uniform to be stitched. The stock of the linen should be enough to replenish the entire hotel once over. Since the stock is used only when the linen in current circulation falls short of par, the area should be provided with shelves, rack to store linen for longer period of time. The room should be cool, well ventilated and free from dampness. In the picture you can see the exchange counter for the employees, and the linen is properly stacked and stored in the linen and uniform store room. Next one is sewing room or tailor room. This room is used for repair work carried out on linen, uniform and soft furnishing. It should be large enough to accommodate sewing machine and ironing table and space for item to be repaired. Another one is lost and found, the very important section of housekeeping department. This is usually an area set aside in the desk control room away from high traffic area. A cupboard with a good locking mechanism should be provided here for storing the lost and found article so that they can be claimed later. Next one is florist room. This should be an air-conditioned room to keep flower fresh for the flower arrangements required by the hotel. It should have a work table, counter, a sink, adequate water supply and cupboard to store equipments, containers, wire cables and other accessories. Other section is heavy equipment store. This room is to store bulky equipments and items such as vacuum cleaner, carpet shampooing machine, ladder, roll away bed and mattresses. It should be clean, dry and cool, and that can be locked when not in use. Horticultural equipment store. This room is used for the storage of gardening equipments such as rakes, spades, lawn mower, pots, pails, water hoses and seeds. It should be near to the garden area and should have its door kept locked. The size of the room depend upon the landscape area to be tended. The very important area of housekeeping department is floor pantry. Let's see first of all the layout of floor pantry. This is the layout of floor pantry which is situated at each floor of the hotel. Housekeeping floor pantry. Though not attached to the department physically, floor pantries are very much a part of the housekeeping department. These are located on each guest floor to keep a stock of linen, guest supplies, maid's card and cleaning supplies for that particular floor. A floor pantry store a complete set of linen for the whole floor over and above what is already in circulation in the room. The floor pantry should be tucked away from guest view and should be situated near the service elevator. It should store all housekeeping items so that the housekeeping staff do not have to keep going back to the housekeeping department or linen room for any item. It should have shelves and cupboards for linen and supply, and sufficient area to park a roommate's cart. It should have a sink with water supply. Since the floor pantry is used to stock expensive items such as linen, it should remain locked at all the time when not in use. The key to the floor pantry is kept by the GRA to that floor and a duplicate key is kept with the floor supervisor. In floor pantry, the following things should be there. Cupboard to store guest supplies, cleaning equipments and cleaning agents. Shelf and rack to store fresh room linen. Linen trolley to store fresh and soiled linen and for transporting, dispatching the same to the linen and uniform room. A notice board to display information regarding expected arrival, VIPs in the house, extra bed and guest loan item given to the guest. A sink with hot and cold water facility to wash or disinfectant glasses, fill drinking water in the flask and for flower arrangements. Various records and form which are maintained by the housekeeping department also placed in floor pantry, and these are our room linen control form filled by the floor supervisor daily and sent along with the soiled linen to the linen room. The signed copy is received black and filled. Copy of room linen exchange form sent for the linen room. Store requisition form for requisitioning guest supplies, cleaning supplies and stationery item. Floor duty chart. Floor maintenance register that record all maintenance work that need to be completed on that particular floor. Spring cleaning register for the periodic schedule of thorough cleaning of the room on rotation. In this session, we discuss about the layout of housekeeping department for small hotel and large hotel, the layout of housekeeping pantry, and we discuss the functions of various sections of housekeeping department. For any other references, you can go with these reference books which are shown in front of you. Like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates. Thank you.